Morning, ladies. Welcome to the Inspiration in 30. My name is Gloria Ward, and it is September the 26th, ladies. Like, this year is going by so fast. Sooner or later, we're going to be looking at another new year, which is 2023. And again, I hope you're doing what you need to do in order to accomplish your goals, or at least trying to figure out what it is that you need to focus on in your life. I know um, this year has been kind of like that year where you have to kind of settle in and figure out what you want, because 2021 we still was kind of like in a pandemic kind of thing, and now in 2022 we're coming up against a recession, and everybody is trying to make sure they do what they need to do to stay afloat. But I tell you this, there's always opportunity. All right. Hi, Khadijah. There's always opportunity. Okay. There's always opportunity around you. There's always something that you could be doing. You know, you have to be able to kind of make sure you stay informed, but clear out that outside noise and stay focused on what it is that you want to do. Okay. The things that you want to accomplish, you can. Those situations you want to get out of, you can. Right? Those moments where you just having a breakdown because you're not sure how shit is going to work out for you, don't worry about those. They are there to make you stronger. They are there to help you sit back and piece together how you're going to make your next step. Remember, things are cause and effect, right? So you have to look at the causes and look at the effects as to why you're in the situation you're in. But I guarantee you, if you just stick with your idea of what healing is for you, and if you just continue to move forward with what's important to you, you will get there and beyond. That's why I made this topic today. Settling leads to suffering. Because when you try something and you feel like you failed, or you stop working on something that you know is important to you, or you decide to go with someone else as a result of your own thoughts and you start to settle, you start to suffer, not on the outside, but in the inside. How many times, and I want you to think about this, how many times have you sat back and you said to yourself, you know what? Something told me not to do this shit again, but I didn't listen. Something told me not to go back, but I did. Something inside of me told me that I should not have done what I did, but I did it because I thought I was helping. I did it because I thought this would be the time that they would change. I did it because I thought they will get the message that I was trying to bring across to them. I did it because I felt like if I just put the effort forward, things would change, right? No. When you settle for anything in your life that you know that you deserve better, can have better, need better, you putting yourself through the worst tragedy ever. You know why? Because you battling with yourself every day as to why you made the decision you made. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't change it. You can change anything at any time, right? But if you sitting here settling for the things that you have now in your life and you know you can do better, stop killing yourself slowly. Stop hurting yourself. Stop putting yourself through unnecessary pain. Stop saying to yourself, well, this is just what life is. Stop sitting up there telling yourself It can't get no better. It can. Stop saying you don't see no other options as to how this will work. They only need you. It can only happen if you move. Stop telling yourself this is all I can get. That's not true. Stop being afraid of the unknown, because that's the only reason why you settle in anyway. You get what I'm saying? You afraid. And you saying to yourself, well, I know what this is, so I'll just settle for that. And even though they hurting me, even though they taking advantage of me, even though I'm going through all these things, at least I know what I know. That's not life, ladies. That is not life. The moment that you settle is the moment that you give up on yourself. On yourself. The moment that you just told yourself that you don't love yourself enough to keep trying. The moment that you said to yourself, I'm not strong enough to keep going. The moment that you told yourself that I can't do this. And all of that is a lie from the pit of hell. All of it. Because see, what you did was is you rationalize why your situation that you in now is just a good situation for you. And you told yourself, well, you got to find a good in the situation, right? I mean, it ain't all bad, right? It ain't all, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be, right? But at least it's okay, right? Yeah, Katina, my dog is showing out because I'm not talking to him. So he doing everything he can to make noise. But are you happy? If you settled in the situation that you in, are you happy? Now let's define happy, okay? Because a lot of people say that, well, I mean, you're not going to be happy all the time. There are things that's going to go wrong and you are going to have challenges, but I'll say this to you. When you get up every day, are you content with what your life has to offer you? Are you waking up with new ideas, less stress, and looking at the opportunities that you have? Or are you waking up with that same damn shit on your mind? That same situation next to somebody you really don't like. And you're trying to figure out how you either going to move away from this situation or telling yourself you do need better, or that job that you have, you need to walk away from, but you can't do it. So you settle for the job because it pays the bills and you want to make sure that you could get the kids through school and all that stuff. And you have a plan too, right? Because what we do is we rationalize, right? So we have a plan. Once my kids get out of school, once I'm able to save a little bit more money, once I'm able to go ahead and take this course and do this thing, then I'm just going to take myself to the next level. I'm just going to do this. But every day you find yourself sabotaging yourself and settling for what you have because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I'm a sit here, Gloria, and I'm gonna take that class and I'm gonna do what I need to do. Then it's like shit. I mean, the class is too late, or the work is too hard, or I can't really get around it. I don't have time. I don't have this. So I have to stay in this job a little bit longer. I can't do this. I can't do that because I need the money. I don't have the money. I can't let him go right now because I need him for financial reasons. Who's hurting who? Who's putting themselves through pain? Who's sitting up there rationalizing and not loving themselves? It ain't the person that's next to you. It ain't the son, the daughter, the granddaughter, the cousin, or whoever it is you think is bothering you. It's none of those things. You made a decision in your mind and you rationalized it too. That this, whatever it is that you have that you don't like, is a good situation. He beating your ass here and there. It ain't all the time. It ain't all the time. It's here and there. But it's okay because I know that he going through stuff. He can't find a job. He's so frustrated. And even though he take that frustration out on me, I know he still loves me. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Even though I know that I could do better for myself, right now, Gloria, is not the right time because I really need to be focusing on making sure I could keep my lights on and I could pay my rent. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. What you doing, Sister Fran, is you giving up on you. You done gave up on yourself, Sister Fran. And you telling yourself, this is going to be my life for the rest of my life. And then what you do is you run to outside things, hoping that the outside things can make it work for you. So what you do is you do this. And I ain't knocking religion, okay? I believe in God too. But you believe the more you read, the better it will get. The more you memorize, the better it will get. The more that you stay in this, the better that it will get. But you got to understand this works when you change. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. It is not this. Everything that I have in me, you have in you. You get it? And so we lose sight of that. And because we lose sight of that, we settle for our situation. And you know what this is? This is just words. This is just words to hype you up just for that moment in time until you get back home. And then you tell yourself that same story. Because it is in here where the change happens. It is in here, inside of you, making a decision that I deserve more and I am more. And I do love myself just a little bit to make a decision to choose me. Just a little bit. You don't have to be drastic. I keep telling you that. You don't have to be drastic with this thing and just chop everybody off because you created some situations where unraveling those things will probably be detrimental to you as far as your livelihood, your relationships, and everything. But you can cut a piece off at a time. You can work on one thing at a time. You can make a decision that you're just not going to settle for the thoughts that you have in your mind that sabotage you every day. That you're not going to sit here and settle for the people who are around you, right? Because remember, they're only there because you put them there. They're only your friend because you allowed them to be. You cannot pick up the phone. You can change your habits. You can do all that stuff. But when you settle and you say to yourself, this is all that I can get, this is it. That's within, right? That's within. And I want you to see it and I want you to understand that the journey that you on right now, I don't care where you starting in your healing journey, like we was discussing in the seasons of life, which is oh God, y'all, we are having the time of our life in the seasons of life program. I said, killer, stop. I said, at this point in time in our lives, if we don't get it right, if we don't sit here and choose ourselves first, the people that are around us who is already getting what they need out of us, it's just going to keep getting worse. And you are going to sit there and try to figure out why in the world are people always feeling like they can run over me, get what they need out of me, asking me for stuff, and I can't do anything for myself because you settled. You settled for that. You told yourself a story. Hear me, and I'll let you go. Storms come in our life, right? There's always going to be challenges, but the sun always shines as well. The sun doesn't shine all the time, and the storms don't last, right? The sun is always shining, but it doesn't last forever. It's always got to go and turn into nighttime. So stop telling yourself that the stuff that you go through and everything and rationalizing about why you're not where you want to be and why you're not doing what you want to do and why you're not in a relationship that you in is because that's just the way the world is. No, that is wrong. You are where you are, and you have settled for what you have now. If you're settling, is because you didn't choose yourself first. You're not choosing yourself first. Let me say this in the present. You're not choosing yourself first. You're not loving yourself the way you're supposed to. You're giving your power away to other people and to things. You don't believe what you read. If you are religious, you don't believe what you read. When you are sitting there by yourself and you are afraid, you're letting that fear take over. You are letting that loneliness get to you. Yes, you can be by yourself and be perfectly content. When it happens, it will happen. You don't have to go bust out there and continue to look and look and look because you need somebody in your life. They come when they're ready. When you're ready, they will come. Don't just settle for anything just because you lonely. You're worth more than that. And then you say, well, Gloria, damn, I've been sitting up here for like 2 years now. When are they coming? What you doing? Are you sitting at home waiting for them to come? Well, Gloria, I've been working on my career for a long time and they just won't give me a promotion. Why are you waiting on them to tell you your value and your worth? Why are you waiting on them? If you know you're good and you know you're great, go be great. Either somewhere else or start your own. Stop settling for what people give you. When they say, you know what, Gloria, this job don't pay enough. No, that's what they pay you. That's what they pay you. They pay a lot more. But what they pay you is what they think you worth. You understand that? What they give you is what they think you deserve. Do you get that? The way they treat you is the way you treat yourself. And you say, Gloria, well, how do I stop? How do I stop settling for these things? How do I know when I'm rationalizing in my mind and when I'm giving people a chance or I'm practicing my patience or I'm doing this? It's like you feel it. You feel it because it's just something about whatever that's going on, either with you or anybody that you entangled with or interacting with, where you just saying, I don't have a good feeling about this. And y'all know y'all do. And you say, well, maybe that's my trauma, my negative thinking, right? Because that's what we do, right? Maybe it's my trauma, my negative thinking. Maybe it's the fact that, I got trust issues and I'm not sure. It could be. It could be all of that. But you can't ignore that gut feeling that you have, that intuition you have. Because if it keeps coming up and it keeps coming up and it keeps coming up, you got to start listening. It's not all paranoia. You get what I'm saying? It is the inner you saying, damn, come on. Khadijah, we deserve better than this. Why do we get up every day and we're not fulfilled? Here we go, one more day trying to figure this shit out. Come on, Stacy. Come on, come on. We could do better. This shit ain't working. You know it's not working. We could do better. And it's like today is the day for real. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to get my money together. I'm going to get all this, and then we fall right back into the habit. I will tell you ladies this and I'll let you go. Okay? Everything, everything you want to change in your life is going to be painful. It's going to be challenging. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to second guess yourself. You are going to rationalize with yourself. The only thing you're doing is you're meeting you. You're meeting you. You're meeting that person that is inside. If you are overthinker and you always thinking, you don't battle with other people, you're gonna battle with yourself. You're not gonna be able to think straight. Because your mind wants to keep you the same. And when you want to do something different and you bucking up against your mind that has been doing something and settling for so long, it messes with you like crazy. You start twitching and everything, right? But I guarantee you, when you stick to the decision to choose yourself first, it is so worth it, because all of that goodness and gratitude that you start to have for yourself and your life, you start to surprise yourself. You like, damn, I'm actually doing this. I'm actually doing something for me and it's working. I'm actually getting healthy. I'm actually making more money. I'm actually in a place of peace. And guess what happens then? You don't even know what the hell to do with yourself because you've been so engulfed in so much toxicity and drama and everything. You're gonna be bored. Trust me, I know. You're gonna be bored because you're gonna be like, damn, can I get a little bit of excitement? Because I'm actually chill. I'm actually in a good space. Is this what peace feels like? It got to be something wrong. Because, see, that's what we tell ourselves. It got to be something wrong because the phone ain't ringing. Nobody's asking me for anything. Everybody is doing well. And here I am sitting here like, how come you don't need anything? How come nobody's not bothering me? How come I'm actually have the time to do something for myself? That's never happened before. And then you start to rationalize that. Well, maybe I'm doing something wrong because people don't need me. Because I don't know. When you get to that place, that's where you sit there and you plan and you do stuff for you. That's where you meet new friends. That's when you know you're ready for a relationship. That's when you know that you're ready to take things to the next level because now you have the room for you. Now you have the room for you. You got rid of all that mess. But see, we misunderstand that and we call that loneliness. Maybe we depressed. Maybe we just no. That's your time to create and be your best self. But in order to get there, you got to stop settling for what you got. You see? Don't be afraid to try something different. And don't be afraid to choose you in a situation. Yes, you still got to be a mom. Yes, your kids know that you love them. They know that. Yes, they're going to give you a hard time when you don't give them what they want because you've been giving it to them and now you want to change. Yes, that's going to be a difficult change. Yes, your spouse or your mate is so used to you giving, 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 and doing, doing, doing. And when you say no, they are going to look at you funny. They will try to guilt you and question you about the relationship and tell you that you don't love them because you're not doing what you used to do. Yes, you will have to make a choice. Do you go and settle for what they say and go right back into it, or you choose yourself? Yes, it's hard. But I tell you this, you carry yourself around every day. You carry yourself around every day. And are you happy with that? Are you happy with that? Are you happy with what you're carrying around every day? And if you're not, Stop settling because you're waking up and you're suffering every day. And if you think you don't, and if you think you're not suffering, look at the outside appearance because that's only giving you a idea of what's going on the inside. You're overweight, you're getting sick, you're not sure where the pains are coming from, you're not sure why you're getting headaches now, right? You're trying to figure out why you got pain in your legs. It ain't all about getting old. You used to work out, you stopped working out. You find yourself sitting in front of the TV for a long time. You find yourself gossiping on the phone for 2, 3 hours, complaining about the job, right? You find yourself doing your habits changing. You doing things that you would normally not do. You smoking a little bit more, drinking a little bit more. You're trying to figure out why. Because those things are giving you peace. It's a coping mechanism. Because you're really angry and you're really upset. But it's not too bad where you can see it. But if you keep settling, then you're on your way there. Okay? That's all I got for you. Remember, settling leads to suffering, ladies. At this point in our lives, we are super grown. When we know better, we do better. This journey in our lives is supposed to be about finding out who we are, living that life we want to live, and being happy. Not saying that we don't have challenges, but we know how to handle them, right? And that's important to us at this stage. We don't want to go to our graves with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. All right. I love y'all. I see y'all Wednesday. Okay. All right.